Welcome everyone. We are standing here in the Textile Storage, which is in our Dane Street building. And if anyone hasn't been here or doesn't know what I'm saying when I say Dane Street building, that is the yellow, what looks like a house that's behind the museum block. It was built in about 1850 as a family home for the Barry family. They quickly moved out and moved to Summer Street, but it came into Edith Barry's possession in the 1950s after the last family moved out, and she purchased it for the museum to use as an educational space and then of course a collection storage space. So as I've just been wandering around, you've probably just seen a bunch of sheets hanging and boxes, and you can't really see what's in them, but basically what we're looking at is most of our textile storage is here. So this is a hat from about 1900 that's in its own protective box. But the nice thing about it is this is plastic here, so we can see what's in the boxes and you don't have to disturb it that much to be able to find what you're looking for if we're in here looking for a specific piece, which is great. So without getting my reflection in there, you can see there's a kind of a beret style hat with a feather. This one is more of a summer straw hat, which is kind of cool. Some of our pieces have more protection over it, so you can see there's some acid-free paper wrapping that hat. And of course, if I look over here, underneath are all of our clothing and costumes that came from people who used to live in the Kennebunks, who donated their pieces here. You can see that we've made use of this place. As I said, it was a 1850s home, so this is right over the stairway that we used to get up into this space. And because museums typically run out of room very quickly, we even use the spots that typically wouldn't have any storage in it. So you can see that a lot of these pieces are wrapped in plastic. This is an American flag that was just donated to us. And then these rows of textiles, so this one is basically women's clothing from about 1920, 1910s and afterward, and it goes that way. And then this one's kind of dark, but this is women's clothing from 1910 and prior. So down here in one of these boxes that we have stored underneath, anything that can't be on a hanger goes in a box. And one of those boxes has our earliest dress in it, which is from about 1795. You're still seeing my reflection in that paper, so sorry. Here's some more hats. This one again is from about 1925. It's a felt hat. And then for boxes that we don't have that clear barrier on, we have pictures of each of the things in the box. So once again, it doesn't have to be disturbed that badly. Still, these hats that are top hats, you can't see that very well, we have the number and the top hat with the picture. The very top we have military helmets. Some of you who are more adept at what helmets look like, you might notice that a couple of those were German helmets. We have shoes, boots, things like that. Everybody might recognize the bean boots. We have some unique shoes done by artists in this area. And then even shoe boxes that came from shoe stores in the Kennebunks. We have a whole second story, or third story I should say, that goes up there. And you might be amazed to know that that holds mostly furniture and luggage. So you can imagine lugging all of that material all the way up the stairs is kind of a challenge for us. So it's always a storage challenge here. But this is just a sneak peek at what it looks like when we come into the collection to find a dress or a piece of clothing that can go in an exhibit. Thanks for coming by, and we'll see you tomorrow.